Hi, my babies. How are we doing? All right. Kind of similar to yesterday's reading, we're going to talk more about Mercury retrograde shenanigans. Emotions are running high. And again, this is going to be another reading of maybe things that you thought you were past that happened a long time ago. And I'm not talking recently, like, a month or two ago, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5+ years ago. Things happen, you thought you moved on from it. And now I feel like this retrograde, things are already resurfacing, some wounds that may have not been healed out. So this last few days could be very overwhelming. It could be emotional for some of you. But per usual, if this doesn't apply to you, sit right with you. You don't want to hear what I have to say. That is okay. I will be back some other time, but I'm going to let my guides lead the way on this one to see what is really going on with this collective. But again, I feel like I've been picking up a lot lately. A lot of collectives are doing, whoa, where's this coming from? Why do I feel this way right now? Trigger central at its finest right now. So what's going on for this beautiful collective? And like I talked about in the other collective, like I said, triggers, I understand they're very uncomfortable. They're scary. It's overwhelming. It's exhausting. It's emotional. It's frustrating. But the whole point of triggers is to kind of let you know, hey, I'm still here. And these are things that still need to be worked through. That's all that is happening. So clearly there is something within this collective you haven't worked through quite yet. Let me see what's going on. What is resurfacing? Whoa, okay, 5 of Wands in reverse, and then the Ace of Wands right here. And at the bottom of the deck, I got the 5 of Swords in reverse. As funny as this sounds, it's kind of like you're not willing to let this be put to rest in a lot of ways. So, and again, don't make this fit. Now, again, this is a general read. This does not have to apply to love. Whatever this is applying about in your life. I think with this Ace of Wands energy, not saying all the way you're wanting like a reconciliation or you want this person back in your life. However, you are still wanting to press a button to get something to restart again. And it's like, but with that Ace of Wands energy, again, I don't think you want this person or the situation permanently back in your life, but it's almost like you want them close enough to you to prove a point on something. Again, you're not willing to accept defeat on something is kind of more what I'm getting. In a lot of ways, I feel like this collective, you're low-key preying on somebody's downfall a little bit. I don't think it's like over consuming you. Again, the theme of this reading is like things that you thought you were past and now things are resurfacing up. Maybe at one point you did let it go. Maybe you did hit this point at some, with this person or these group of people situation, whatever, in your healing journey. If it's not that's not that deep, because I don't believe in that saying too much, but you're kind of like, I need to let it go. I need to detach. I need to move on with my life. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. And now I feel like in a lot of ways, you're feeling triggered again. You're feeling irritated more easily. And I think that maybe you're creeping up on this person or these group of people, whatever this message is applying about, seeing what's going wrong in their life. You're not seeing something. And I think it's ticking you off because, again, there is something about you're not willing to accept defeat on something. You want to win on this situation. For the right collective, this will make sense. The moon, what did I just say? You're not seeing something. You're not, I think this is kind of a King of Wands. I'm not going to lie, this is heavy fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius could be you, could be this person. I also got Pisces over here. You're still in the dark about this person. I think that you're still in this mind frame again of like my life. Not that you're doing that. My life sucks and theirs is great, but I think you really I think you label them, put them in this category that their life is great, their life seems okay, it's normal, and I think it's pissing you off. But with the moon, that's all about things that are kept in the dark on purpose because you're not meant to see that. You're not meant to see something. So to be honest with yourself, maybe this is something, Mercury retrogrades are all about bringing, kind of shadows to light, bringing our triggers to light. And it's a review period. It's things we need to review and things to work on moving forward. So to move forward, be honest with this collective. Do you have a bad habit of stalking socials? I always say stop doing that. So if Source or whoever is meant to show you what you're meant to see, it will come at the right time. If you're going out of your way to dig up information, you're not meant to see it. Literally with the moon, you're not meant to see something right now. And it's killing your ego a little bit. I'm not going to lie. It's hurting your ego. But with that King of Wands, I always say that's a very, leader, very strong. I think this is you, because King of Wands can be a pot stir, wants to start some stuff. No, we're not starting anything. And again, I don't know, maybe for some of you, I'm talking to a little witchy poo. Maybe you're wanting to, I don't know, put them in a sour jar. I don't know what you're playing. Hold on. Because again, the moon, everything in the dark always comes to light. Yeah, King of Swords. There is something about honesty here that is coming up to the surface again. King of Swords has been a theme for a lot of my readings lately. King of Swords, they want you to address the problem of essentially those triggers. Why is it bothering you so bad that in this case, I feel like that their life is not falling apart in front of your face? Do you really need to see somebody's downfall in order for you to move on in your life? And again, this reading, like yesterday's collective, is more of a subconscious reading. So I think a lot of this you don't realize you're doing or realize that this is happening right now. But I think for a long time, you kind of preyed on somebody's downfall. You let it go at one point, moved on through your life, and these things are coming up to surface because you never truly let it go. Kind of similar to yesterday's collective. You never let go of that trigger. You never moved on. You just always put it in a spot and did the I'll come back to it later. So I think old wounds are surfacing again as far as stalking on socials, overthinking and overanalyzing with that Four of Swords in reverse. I'm going to be honest for this collective. If this is hitting the spot for you, I think you're creating scenarios right now that are not real. Because King of Swords, they're telling you the honest truth. They're going through hell. They're going through hell. But, and I'm going to hold your hand, okay? I'm hearing what is happening with this person or them, whoever this message is applying about, is between them and their spirit guides. What you need to see is none of your business. Whatever is meant to come to light will come at the right time. Stop hunting for ways, and that's a trigger they're trying to get you to pass. Stop hunting for information. Guides are doing the, I'll give it to you when you're ready, when the time is right, not right now. You're letting your ego take over. You're letting your frustrations take over. I'm also kind of, I read this on a meme, but I love it. It says, if you're, for some of you, it would apply to, about this message. If you're spending too much time tripping about somebody, you're not busy enough. So do you need to find a hobby? Do you need to spend this Mercury retrograde learning something new? Go learn that different language you've always learned to do. Read that book. Find something to do instead of tripping about something that you're not meant to see right now. Literally, the Tower. What did I just say? They're going through hell. They are going through hell. They're not showing you right now. Because from what I'm seeing right here, your guides are trying to promise you, as much as this is a tough reading, I will build you up in rooms that in front of the same people that broke you, in the same room that people laughed at you about, betrayed you. They know what they did to you. You don't think your guides have and I think a lot of it is testing your faith on, your guides, God, source, whatever it is you believe in. I think you're doing this literally Four of Cups. You feel ignored right now. You don't feel like, what I just say, that your guides have your back. Are you out of your mind is what I'm hearing? Are you out of your mind? You don't think that your guides are praying on the perfect time to boop? You need to be in your Four of Cups. I don't care. And why do you care? And maybe that's something, again, whatever this reading's applying about, do some reflection. Why do you care so bad of what they're up to? They've been out of your life for this long. Why do you care so bad? Because your ego's taking over. Queen of Cups. Let me see more actually about this Queen of Cups. Because the only thing I'm saying is I'm hearing they hit your soft spot really bad. Literally the Chariot right there. And again, that's what I'm saying. Why do you care so much? You could give your heart and have this open space for other people who deserve it. Why are you fixating your entire shift on somebody or a group of people that puts you in harm's way? Why are you doing that to yourself? In a lot of ways, fix your self-worth, know what you deserve, and don't ever look back. Move forward. Let your guides do the dirty work for you. You're not letting them do the dirty work. I think you're doing the, oh, woe is me. Nope. Yeah, literally the Hermit in reverse. Do some more reflection on why you keep being nosy. Your job, move on with your life. Let them take care of it. They got your back.